How's it going, people? We did get a little bit of Save the World news with today's update, so that's what we're going to take a look at. And the first thing I want to go over is the new Save the World starter pack. And shout out to Archer for letting us know about it. Anyways, the new starter pack is going to be called the Ninja Sarah Save the World starter pack. It's going to include the Ninja Sarah skin. The back bling is called Shinobi Shield. And there's what the back bling looks like. And it also includes the ruler sword pickaxe. Now, for those who don't know, you can use the ruler sword as a melee weapon in Save the World, and it's been in the game ever since Save the World launched. And with this new Ninja Sarah starter pack, you'll finally be able to get it as a pickaxe. And here's what the Lego version of Ninja Sarah is going to look like. According to the leaks, it should be released sometime around May 6th. And I would recommend getting the starter pack, mainly because it actually includes a popular Save the World character. And in this picture, she actually looks a little bit different in the face, but when we take a look at her in game, she looks very similar to the original Sarah. Her outfit looks similar. I'm glad they kept her robot legs, even though they do look a little bit different. She looks very close to the original. And this is one of the new traversal emotes, by the way. But yeah, that's what the new Ninja Sarah skin looks like. Obviously, when it gets released, we'll do a video on it. But I can tell you right now, it's definitely a starter pack I would recommend getting. Here's another picture of Sarah. She definitely looks a little different in the face, but the hair and the outfit and everything else is pretty similar to the original. But yeah, that's what the new Save the World starter pack looks like. Again, it's supposed to be released somewhere around May 6th, and as soon as it gets released, I'll be sure to review it. And what she's doing right now is one of the new traversal emotes. It's called Enticing Pie. And speaking of emotes, it looks like there's another new emote called Spectating. And I consider this to be somewhat Save the World related because you can see a lot of these binocular things around Save the World. And with this emote, you'll actually be able to use it for once. Looks like they also made some changes to Flutter. For those who didn't watch our review, you can use her perk even when you're down. You can also use it when you're on the hoverboard. And according to this leak by Archer, it looks like they increased the range of the wisp of light while you're on the hoverboard, which is going to make it even more useful. So that may be something you want to try out after today's update. You may want to use Flutter, drop a plasma pulse to get some kills, and then hop on your hoverboard and check out the new range on it. It doesn't look like they fixed any issues on Trello, but it does look like they fixed a bug where you appear as a default and all of your home-based characters stand in default poses. Supposedly they fixed that with today's update. Also, just a quick reminder, the Merry Melee Survive the Horde challenge will be going away after tomorrow's reset, so you'll have until then to get this Save the World spray. I do plan on streaming it on YouTube. We've been helping people get it all week on Twitch, but I am going to try to help some people on YouTube before it goes away. We are expected to get the Hasty Husk weekly challenge next week, and that's the one that gives the Husk Frenzy whenever enemies get killed or receive damage. And they also have the Life Leech perk, so if they get close to you, they'll start healing themselves. So just try to kill them while they're at a distance. But there's no sprays this week. Instead, you'll just get 500 tickets. So yeah, just wanted to mention that so you don't miss out on this week's Save the World spray. And that sums up all the Save the World news I have for now. When it comes to everything else, the new crew pack was leaked for May. And this is the skin that's going to be included in it. Here's the pickaxe that's included with the new crew pack. And here's the back bling that was included with it. There was also a bunch of skins added with today's update. We got the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collab with today's update. That includes Bebop, Rocksteady, Casey Jones, and Crane's Android. We got the crew pack in the top left. We got the Save the World starter pack in the bottom right. There's also a new monk skin, as well as a widow, which looks pretty cool. Looks like that widow skin is going to be a part of a bundle, and here's everything included in the bundle. Here's what the orange and black skin looks like. That's also going to be part of a bundle. Here's what the two fox skins look like, or at least I think they're foxes, and everything included in their bundle. And here's the other bundle that was leaked with today's update. Here's a picture showing what those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle skins look like. Here's a picture of what Crane looks like, and here's a picture of what Rocksteady looks like. Here's what Bebop looks like in game. So her name is going to be Amber Moxie, and you can either wear her hood or take it off. Here's what her back bling looks like, and here's what her pickaxe looks like. Here's another picture showing what Sarah looks like. And here's what she looks like from the back. Here's another picture showing her back bling. And here's what the ruler sword looks like when you use it. We got a new Moonpunk I1 skin. Here's her back bling. And here's what her pickaxe looks like. The girl in yellow's name is going to be Marika. Here's what she looks like from the back. Here's what her back bling looks like. And here's what her pickaxe looks like. And this guy's name was Kofi Graves. Here's what he looks like from the back. Here's his back bling. Here's what his pickaxe looks like. Here's what Casey Jones looks like in game. We also have a picture of his back bling. And here's what his pickaxe looks like. Looks like it's going to be a hockey stick, which makes sense. Here's what Great Mux looks like. Here's what Big Boy looks like. His name is Vic Vice. Here's the back bling that came with him. And here's what his pickaxe looks like. We also got a bunch of emotes with today's update. I'm just going to play them for a couple seconds each. This one's called Beat Down Boogie. This one's called Little Transport Drill. We saw this one earlier, but this one's called Spectating. We also got the Ashes of Love emote, as well as the Enticing Pie emote, which we saw earlier. There's also a Shock Grip emote. There's also a Chest Bump emote. And there's also a Cleansing Flame emote. And here's what that emote looks like. When it comes to LEGO, it looks like they added a treasure hunt quest. And that's going to last until May the 5th. And they also added a bunch of bug fixes, which I'm not going to go over. But I will leave a link to these patch notes in the description if you want to go check them out. And that sums up all the news I could find with today's update. We got a bunch of new skins, new emotes. The new Save the World starter pack was leaked. And it also looks like Flutter got a buff with today's update. But that's everything we're going to go over for this one. Before I go, I did want to say thank you to everybody who's been using the creator code. I appreciate you. And I also want to give a shout out to our YouTube members. Anyways, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.